Welcome back to Questing Beast. I'm Ben. Today we're taking a look at Fungi of the Far Realms. So this is a book put out by the Melazonian Arts Council that allows you to research and find descriptions for a huge number of different possible fantasy fungi that you might find anywhere in a forest across the fantasy multiverse. It's on this nice hardback, very minimalist, very elegant design. Before we dig into it, though, a quick shout out to some of my new patrons, including Charlie Krause, Sawyer McKay, Julian Massett, Royce Jeffries, James Ortiz, Dylan Helms, Kyle Knott, Wesley Overman, and Benjamin Dale. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Really appreciate it. And if you'd like to join them, you can check out a link in the description below. So this was written by Alex Clements and illustrated by Shuyi Zhang, if I'm saying the name correctly. Start off with an introduction on how to use this book. Two main ways that you could read it or use it would be first, just as a catalog of mushrooms that players could run into. It comes with illustrations and descriptions of 216 types. Or you could use it as an in-world artifact, which is my favorite way to use books. Because players could actually discover this, and you could say that they had discovered the Fungi of the Far Realms, a rare botany book by E.Q. Wintergarden, and then they could use it in their travels to try and identify fungi that they discovered. So the structure here is very straightforward. We always have a number from 111 to 666, and you would generate this by rolling 3d6 and reading them straight across like percentile dice. This would give you 216 possible combinations. So it's basically a giant random table, I suppose, is one way you could look at it. So, for example, if we can roll our dice here, what do we get? 4, 6, 3. So that's 463. Let's turn to that and see what we get. So we have Pierrot, Milkcap. The habitat is compressed soil, graveyards, or roads. The appearance is stem starts white and darkens as it rises until it reaches the cap, which is almost totally black, initially round, but bearing a sharp pimple at the top. Used by the stock Sad Clown character as a nose, they became very sought after in the weeks preceding the great clown festivals of the southeastern cities. The flavor is apricot and chocolate. The aroma is cheesy. And there's just item after item here. Tons of illustrations. They all feel like they have been designed by someone out in the woods who's rapidly sketching the different things that they see with watercolors and pen. And there's just a ton of flavor, no pun intended, and little bits of world building built in here that you can use to flesh out your world and make botany seem more real. I especially love the idea of physically giving this to the players as an in-world artifact. However, this is not going to necessarily be the book for everyone. It doesn't have any, like I said, game mechanics or rules, really. This is just something to flesh out your world if you're in a campaign where this would be more important. Probably the best example of this type of campaign would be something like Wormskin. So Wormskin is a zine that I've reviewed previously, set in the forest of Dolmenwood. And issue 1 of it even has a section on the fungi of Dolmenwood. However, this version has, I think, it's a D30 table. That includes different types of fungi's names, forms, colorations, odors, flavors, and special effects. So if you were really into that in Dolmenwood, this would be an amazing supplement to tack onto it, just giving you a huge amount of extra things that you could find. Near the end of the book, what we discover is a couple appendixes. Well, we do have a few entries here that don't have a number, so you can sort of create your own number, maybe to replace ones that have already been found. That's a possibility. Or just make them secret extras that could be discovered in rare circumstances. Appendix A is there because certain of the fungi that you can discover need more fleshing out. They have a lot more information about them. And it just refers you back to Appendix A to read about how that works if need be. Because most of the mushrooms have very short descriptions, but some of them have a lot of details. Appendix B just goes into information about poisons, because a lot of fungi are, of course, poisonous, and how you might run that in a game. Again, not with stats or anything, but in a more in-world sort of way. We have hallucinogens. This is really great. Different types of weird hallucinations that can happen if you eat the right kind of mushroom. And different types of infections as well. And that's it. That's what you get. So it's kind of a very specialized book. It's not going to be for everyone. It's not for every campaign. But for ones that are into deep, dark forests where a lot of hunting and foraging and that sort of thing is going on, this would be an amazing supplement to help flesh out that world. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, I will put links down in the description as usual. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.